We're watching EVS's live stream, 100,000 subscribers. Congratulations. But over here, I still have Jawbreakers. The significance of this is real. Alright, Comicsgaters. If you're new to the channel, this is usually how I open. Look, I'm Peter A. DeLuca. This whole channel started with me doing food videos because I love eating it and discussing food, mostly snack foods, because I'm a big kid at heart. But aren't we all a big kid at heart? A little example of the origin of this channel. If you're new to what we're doing here. Like, for example, we just got some chocolate Oreos here. So usually on this channel, we just go through food. Let's taste test the chocolate Oreo. It starts like this. It's just a chocolate version of the white frosting. But we're really here to talk about a comic. A comic that changed comics.
Comics? Do you have any skin in the fucking game? Who are you?
I'm talking to you from here because I want you to see my comic book clout. That's right. The person about to talk to you about Jawbreaker is a lifelong reader of comics. I've always loved comics my entire life. If this doesn't show that to you, if this doesn't prove it, I'm not sure what will. I love comic books so much through my time that I've actually created a few.
Comics? Do you have any skin in the fucking game? Who are you?
So the rumors are true. I have done comics. So check it out. Official skin in the game.
Comics? Do you have any skin in the fucking game? Who are you?
Speaking of creating books, yeah, upcoming Indiegogo. I would love for this to be a part of Comicsgate.
Comics? Do you have any skin in the fucking game? Who are you?
This is my book. I'm working on it every single day. Alright, hey, here, I'm Peter A. DeLuca, aka AKAPAD. I'm not hiding myself, I am right here, not hiding behind a faceless icon. Why is that? Because I stand by my convictions. I have truth, honor, the American way. I believe in freedom, liberty, chocolate cake. Oh my god, chocolate cake is really good. Okay. So to get into the importance of what's in this envelope, we have to go through what is important in comics and why. This is my opinion, this is my take as a lifelong comic book consumer. I'll be honest, I haven't been much of a comic book advocate in about 10 years, but what later became the soy boy, I believe the industry was nurturing that. I saw it back in the day, in the mid-2000s when I worked at a comic shop, almost like a troubled take on what it meant to be a comic book fan. Now, when I was growing up, being a comic book fan, it meant memorizing, but it meant memorizing all of the continuity. So you would know all the crossovers, you would know all the annotations within books, within panels, within titles. Like you could recite things as if it was the gospel. And in effect, for a lot of people, it became the gospel. And then something very weird happened with comic book culture. Hot Topic started doing t-shirts, Target carried t-shirts, Hollywood came in, and now like your mother thinks Captain America is cute. Pivotal convergence points, like intersections. The comics I'm about to show you are just intersections that changed the industry. Now you can argue that I'm leaving ones out, you can argue that I'm not giving enough detail, but the intent here for me to you is just to give you an outline of where I'm coming from and how I'm reading this. Number one, I'm extremely vocal on this. Why am I so vocal on Watchmen? Watchmen is the point, it's the shift. Well, you can see how many times. Like, I just read Watchmen endlessly. Watchmen is the greatest of an era of greatness. The mid-80s Watchmen and DKR, unstoppable juggernauts. But the Watchmen proved that a dirty grit can make money. That's it. Like this, you want to rate influence? This thing makes money. It's still a top 10, top 20, sometimes even higher top book. Okay, wait until the HBO series comes out. This is going to be a top book, top 3 book for months on end. It's Watchmen, it's Youngblood, and now it's this. What is up, Comic Gators? I'll be honest with you, I never thought I would do a video that was almost like a coming out video. Now, if you know me from Twitter, I follow everyone, I comment on everyone. There's a level of violence right now in comics that just befuddles me. I believe in letting the best ideas when I believe. Does the state of Marvel Comics make me sad? Yeah, it does, because I grew up reading Marvel Comics. I love that company since I was a kid. Seeing what's happening now in DC, the pure erosion of Vertigo. Yes. Do I still feel DC's the one to that can bear the burden and to show the path? Yes, I believe DC corporately can show the path. I feel like this is there was a rush when I saw Youngblood #1 on the newsstand. There was a excitement when I saw X-Force 1 in the polybags. There was an excitement when I saw McFarlane's Spider-Man. Was I disappointed that Jim Lee's X-Men didn't have any? Yeah, I felt like Jim Lee's X-Men needed something. Going to, well, I don't know, do we even need this? We may not even need that. Wow. Doesn't smell like anything. Here we go. Have it. We have Jawbreakers. Ooh, matte finished. And this is just looking cool already. I'd like to feel for it. But yeah, so this is Jawbreakers from Splateau Comics. The third pivotal point in comic history. Here's the signature. So I would say just even by flipping through this, we got 2 stories here. It looks like we got 3 stories. We got 3 stories, and we have the Lost Souls. It's the third pivotal point in comic history. Oh, Lost Souls is 3. Okay, that's confusing. Lost Souls is 3. It's 3 books, or maybe, or is Lost Souls just 1, and then it's book 1 and book 2? Let me just see here. Yeah, I guess it's just called Jawbreakers Book 1 and Jawbreakers Book 2. The signature alone is on the nice paper quality. But yeah, already nice, thank you. Premiere story, or blockbuster story, is going to be Lost Souls, which is this right here. So we just have Jawbreakers Book 1 remastered, and then Jawbreakers Book 2 remastered. I feel like this needs a cover dress to announce it as Lost Souls. Not a big deal. But I like the I do like the artwork for this. We got John Mallon here.
Comics, do you have any skin in the fucking game? Who are you?
Now, I don't know. I may have a history with this guy. Let me tell you. So back in the day, digital webbing was your source of independent. Digital webbing was a solid source of independent comics. It was a website. People came together. Digital webbing was a big enough website to have a print arm, a printing arm. For Digital Webbing Presents #1, cannot even find it. What, you can never find things when you're looking for them. We have here, this was a book I did with a collaborator of mine. I'm pretty sure he's still going at it.
Comics, do you have any skin in the fucking game? Who are you?
Look, hey, I backed away from comics for a while to go into the corporate world because I felt like I needed to develop a corporate acumen. But the cover, it's drawn by Malin here. Yeah, cover and pencils by John Malin. John Malin drew the cover for one of the first times it was published.
Comics, do you have any skin in the fucking game? Who are you?
Oh, I even see. Oh my god, I even see this. The 90s are back with vengeance. Yes, exactly. This is where we have to be as a community. As a community, we have to understand that the 90s were what they were for a reason. And it's because the intent of the comics in the 90s was just to make something. That's it. I mean, it's very much that simple. Bear with me. I'm going to read this, and then we're going to talk about it some more. So, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to just sit there. I'm going to sit down and read this cover to cover and talk to you about it. Alright people, we're done. We're done with Jawbreakers. It happened. Took me about an hour. Lots of good things in this. Not perfect, some bad, but for a first timer? I mean, okay, this is not a Citizen Kane. We're not 25-year-old Orson Welles. We're not a young Spielberg directing Jaws. This is a guy that sat on the sidelines of the comic book industry for so long. He developed the methodology of what worked, and part of that is realizing what the 90s comic book boom was all about, taking that energy and infusing it in here. And some of the origins of this, they're quite clear. It's G.I. Joe, it's military. I love military fantasy. One of my all-time favorite movies, Megaforce. Can we just cut to Megaforce right now? Go see Megaforce. It's on Amazon Instant. You can buy it for like $15. But okay, so this book is the Jawbreaker characters exist in the superhero universe. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was a G.I. Joe like universe, but the characters and the archetypes and the icons that they borrow from is just. I mean, this book has King Kong. I can't even say it's got King Kong, Blade, and Doctor Strange. You know, and maybe like Snake Eyes. You know, and the Fantastic Four, maybe even a Snake Eyes-esque character. When you read something like this, you get favorites. You get favorite characters because the characterization and the dialogue and the quips and the jokes are that well rounded. So. It's a huge recommendation. It's a swinging for the fences. It's a home run. When we're in an age where G.I. Joe has died, it's just dead. No toys, no anime. I don't know what's on the horizon. When G.I. Joe cannot even make relevant comics for the comic shelves, and it should always have a good comic. Same with Transformers. There should always be good G.I. Joe and good Transformer comics, period. We're in an age where none of that's on the comic shelves right now, and I should say let G.I. Joe die. Same with Star Wars. Let Star Wars die. If these people want to destroy it, let Marvel Comics die. And if we put our energy in efforts like this, and by that I mean create artwork, create stories, and post it. Let the world see. Who cares if someone's going to steal your ideas? If you're a creative person, you have a million ideas a millisecond anyway. But let Jawbreakers inherit G.I. Joe. We need a Jawbreakers action figure line. Right now, I'm nominating Super 7. Super 7, I'm calling you out. You gotta make this happen. The internet literally would melt down. But it's for all of our benefits. Bravo to Mayer for being a first-time creator, first-time publisher. It's not easy. And you know, he's someone that's been on the sidelines monitoring a lot, being a part of, you know, he's a creative person for sure, but kind of like on the sidelines of the comic book industry, and stepping in and nailing this and being as obsessive about it as he was, according to his videos, it definitely shows through. There's a quality here that is well worth the. I think I paid $20-25 for this. I think it's worth it.
Comics, do you have any skin in the fucking game? Who are you?
I'm gonna lose my match here, but we're not done yet. Hang out for video 2. That's gonna be a full analysis of Jawbreakers. Talking page by page, turn by turn. We're gonna go through the entire volume, cover to cover, and we're going to pinpoint a major issue within Jawbreakers, using Street Fighter 2 as the example.